Hello, my dear Taurus. We are doing your love reading for December 2020. And we will not waste any time. I'll get 3 cards for the energy of your person, for your energy, and what to expect moving forward with your person. We'll get some clarification cards, and then we'll end it off with a pull from one of the oracle decks, whichever sort of feels right. So, may the true sight be in me. May the true speech be mine. May everything that I speak come straight from the divine. Dear guides, guardians, and spirit, ancestors, Heavenly Father, and our earthly mother. May you offer the Taurus the words that they need to hear, the cards that they need to see, and the message that needs to be spoken to their ears. Offer the Tauran collective 3 cards for their person, 3 cards for themselves, and 3 cards for their forward movement. So some of y'all, I have not, I've done the other sides, but this like just started hitting me. Some of you are experiencing like some physical pain or having chronic pain, because I normally randomly get shooting pains in my eye, but I have to address that. So there may be some physical or chronic pain that is sort of manifesting itself in your being, and this feels like it has an energetic or an emotional connection. It has to do with this situation or this person. Oh. Huh. Okay. So for your person, we get the King of Wands, the Wheel, and the Hanged Man. For you, we get the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Stones, and the Hermit. So what that tells me here is the King of Wands, you may be dealing with a fire sign, or someone who has red in their hair or beard. But more likely what you are dealing with is someone who is kind of player energy. They're inconsistent, they're in and out. They may want to be involved with more than one person, though that's not specifically what I'm feeling here. For the collective that I'm connecting with, what I am connecting with is someone who is pretty inconsistent and feels non-committal. They may be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but more than likely there's someone who is really attractive and someone who is unsure of what they want. With the Wheel here, that tells me that meeting you or having this interaction with you has really changed their perception about what they want. But they are now in a state with the Hanged Man of not being able to move into that yet. So they may have changed their mindset, but they haven't really translated that into action just yet. You aren't even aware that they've changed their mindset, or that the connection between the 2 of you has changed them in a very powerful way. And that's shown, by the major arcana here. Now you on the other side are coming up as the Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love, and I feel like you have tried consistently to keep offering your cup of love to this person. It's almost like they're smacking it out of your hand, or they're putting it down, or they're dancing all around it without accepting that offer. You feel like it's because they're juggling you and someone else, but that's not true. This also is a card. My Knight of Cups in this particular deck is a waste and neglect card. So that tells me that you are actually feeling really alone with this person, where you may be together and live in the same house with this person, but the way that they treat you and the way that they connect with you it leaves you wanting, it leaves you feeling alone. It's lacking some kind of emotional intimacy. Not like the sexual intimacy, there may not be a problem there, but it does feel like the emotional intimacy between the two of you is almost non-existent, and it leaves you feeling like the hermit here. I also feel like you want to hermit from this person because you can't really control your energy around them. You can't control your responses towards them, and they get under your skin. And it doesn't feel like it's in a good way. So, the High Priestess is here. She is often about things that are hidden. She can also be like the end-all be-all when it comes to a reading for a man. So if you're dealing with a woman, she comes up as the High Priestess, like this is your ideal person. You know, she embodies all of the queens, the Empress, and she has that connection to the divine. She's a very intuitive person. But when she comes up in this way, she's not necessarily an intuitive person as much as it is that she or you, Taurus, have peeped the game of your person. And it's leaving you feeling like you need to end this situation. You may need help from outside sources to do that because you are still deeply in love with this person. Let me get the clarification cards here. Let me get some clarification cards because it doesn't feel like your person is the one who's going to end this. It feels like you are because they are not making any moves. Give me some clarification on person, on the Taurus's person. Clarification on your person is the King of Stones, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. Clarification on the Knight of Cups. In the upright is the Knight of Cups in reverse. That's wild. The Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Two different decks. You see how this Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Like, this is wild. I don't make this up. Okay. One more. That's the end. Okay, I heard you. So, what I get here is that your person, because they're showing up as the King of Pentacles, this is like a slow-moving energy. I do see that there is going to be a commitment, but it's so dang slow that by the time that they're willing to commit, you're like, the hell with this. I'm not offering this anymore. This is not on the table for me anymore. This Three of Cups in reverse tells me that there may have been collaboration, joy, celebration. Sometimes people will read the Three of Cups as a third party. I don't like reading it that way. But whatever situation that was joyful is no longer joyful. And it is due to the lack of commitment on your person's part. Now, this Knight of Cups in reverse, it tells me that you are removing your offer. And there may be a move in store for you. Now, the Four of Wands can also mean a promotion, a move of house, a marriage. But in this case, it feels like, or an investment in the home. It feels like you are no longer investing in this person who feels like they're outside of the home or outside of what you would consider home. Like, home is safety, security, stability, you know. So even this person can be living in the same house with you, but they're not contributing to the safety, security, and stability of the core unit. And so they are no longer considered part of home. You are removing your cup of love from them by saying, like, I'm no longer offering this to you. I'm going to reinvest in me. Even though that hurts you, because there is mutual love between you and this person. you do still very much love them. And they do love you, but it's like you are carrying that cup of love more. The King of Wands is here again, where it's like this person is still going to be non-committal, inconsistent. Even though they want the 10 of Cups, it's like they want their cake and eat it too. For you, the 5 of Cups in reverse, you're no longer trying to get them to comply. With the 5 of Cups in reverse, it's like you're no longer focusing on the spilt milk, on the spilt cups, which is usually what the 5 of Cups indicates, or it's a card of mourning. But you are no longer mourning the relationship that you want to have with this person, and you are accepting the reality that this person is who they are, and that gives you, it's a sense of empowerment for you, because you no longer have to wait for them to act or to make up their mind. You know who they are. You know how they're going to act. They're going to continue to act in these non-committal ways or these inconsistent ways with you. However, you start focusing on abundance. You start focusing on the bag. You start focusing on bringing the stability into your life. Just you. You're not waiting for them to give you anything. If you're waiting for them to pay rent, you're no longer waiting for them to pay rent. And it's like, I get it. I can't depend on you. That's really what it feels like here, is that there's some clarity that arrives for you, that you're of an understanding that this person is not dependable. And so there's a sense of freedom in that understanding, that you're not going to get the sensible commitment that you truly desire. Let me pull from the angel deck for you guys. Isn't that interesting? Oh, all right. So the angels are speaking. Let me tell you what. So this commitment thing is not about you. It's about a past life issue with this other person. It's about something. And when we say past life issue, it doesn't always mean their past life. It can mean the life that they lived before meeting you, right? So the cards very clearly state like, oh, this is something that needs to be resolved from a past life, but they don't always speak to me in that way. And this feels like it has to do with a connection that they lived before you. And that has never truly been resolved for them. And so they're carrying those preconceived notions, those expectations from that past existence or that past life into the relationship with you. Now, the next thing that comes up is the vegetarian or vegan. And this one really comes up for me, but it talks about adjusting your diet. You may need to incorporate less meat into your diet right now, and more vegetables, more fruits, or go vegan for some time and eat like a bear, you know, fish, fruits, and nuts. I know that that's not vegan, but that is like a pescatarian. You can do an ovo-lacto vegetarian. But this advises just, some of this is like getting our energy clear. And so we eat as clean as possible, and we remove even meat from our diet for a while so that we can think more clearly. You don't have to. Currently at this time, I am eating vegan, but I am not vegan. So this is not like, you know, some vegan trying to push an agenda. Often we can eat this way as we're seeking a bit more clarity spiritually. You know, sometimes spiritual clarity calls for fasts or clean eating. So give that some thought. The next one is cancel, clear, and delete. Now, that's the funny one to me, because I ended this, I ended the tarot portion of this with you saying you're no longer looking at the negative aspect or the sad part here. You're very clear that about who this person is and who you're actually dealing with. And so there's a sense of freedom there. And this is really saying the same thing. It's like delete, cancel, and clear the things that are negative that you're focusing on, because you're holding yourself up waiting for someone else to step in and fulfill the roles that you can easily fulfill. This also asks you to use more positive words and thoughts so that you can more rapidly manifest the stability that you are looking for, whether that be physical, emotional, or whatever. So really clock the negative self-talk and shift that into positive self-talk. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty done. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll try to do another one of these before the end of the month. I really appreciate you stopping by. If you like this, like it. If you'd like to have more, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much, and have a blessed day.